All right. So we're on here. Let me put my live on over here on Instagram. For everybody that want to put their 2 cents in too. Holla if you hear me.
Mhm.
'Cause I'm with the shits today. I'm just with
I'm with the shits. I stay with the shits.
it. I don't. I be trying to be good. So like today,
No.
okay, hold on. Hey guys, and welcome to It's the King Thing. I have Auntie Loves You on. I'm also on my podcast. It's the King Thing 2021. So you guys can go over there too. I have Auntie Loves You and I have Leah on. And we're gonna discuss how I posted something on TikTok today and it allegedly offended somebody. Offended a few people that hurt their feelings, whatever it did. Y'all know I really don't give, you know, I don't give much. But anyway, so we're gonna discuss it. You're welcome to come on. It's the King Thing. The platform is live. Go on over there. It's the King Thing 2021. So anyway, guys, I posted on TikTok today, and I said basically, so we're really not gonna talk about how Risa Tisa, whatever the little girl's name is, because I don't even know her name, how Risa Tisa got a CAA contract because of her TikTok videos 1 through 50. The episode's about who the fuck did I marry. Now, let me clarify. I have never been a hater. I'm the first one to build somebody up. I'm the first one to be there when you need me. I'm the first one to do everything for anybody. If I got it, you need, I'm gonna give it to you. If I know somebody that can give you what you need, I'm gonna give it to you. But what I'm not gonna do is let you call me a hater. I'm not one of those. I want everybody to win. I always get on here and say it's enough for everybody. There's no need to be a hater. I'm far from a hater. You can ask anybody about me. If you bother to do your research about me, if you bother to look at any of my platforms, you'll see a hater is not what I am. However, what I said was, so we're not going to acknowledge what got her the representation. Some people said because she's a great storyteller. Okay, she told a great ass story. I'm gonna give her that. She told a great story. She told a great story about how she let some random man move in her house after 2.5 weeks. You're right. She told a hell of a story. She told a story about how she let some strange man that she didn't know move up into her home, her safe space. She could have been next week's Carne Asada. He could have trafficked her down the eastern seaboard because she did not know who she put in her home. That is my issue. My issue is you put your life in danger. My issue is you didn't think about all the things that could have gone wrong when you did this. That is my issue, that we're so busy wanting a man in our life. We put ourselves in jeopardy. I know you didn't go to the clinic and get an STD test, did you? Because you said everything was shut down, which means you didn't. And you're not using safe sex because you came up pregnant. And that was what I found out through the first 9 episodes. I didn't go any further because I didn't have that time to waste. Y'all know I'm busy. I'm auditioning. I'm acting. I'm doing all the outreach for the homeless. I got other shit to do besides sit on my day and sit on TikTok all day, every day. I very rarely post a longer than 1 minute TikTok. Very rarely. Matter of fact, they got in my inbox, you need to post longer TikToks. Whatever. I didn't know that there was a formula to TikTok. Excuse me. That's not what I do it for. I do it to encourage and uplift others, to not make the same mistakes that I made, to not fall in the pitfalls that I fell in. Not for nothing else. I don't get on social media for likes, clicks, and shares. I tell you that in my book. I tell you that in the podcast. My goal is to save a life. And if me putting my business in the street, if y'all want to know my business is, go check out the YouTube. I ain't got time to go through all that right now. But my goal is to save a life. And if by me saving one life, me coming on here and being transparent what it is, then that's that I achieved my goal. But now I'm labeled as a hater. I'm just saying. I'm a hater now, guys.
I don't think
Because
you're a hater. I wouldn't even call it hate. What it is, when you hit the truth, that hits a nerve. So people will lash out and say that you're a hater. Okay, so go on and hate what I'm about to say.
hmm,
Because I'm about to tell you the truth, because why Auntie loves you, and I want you to be better than who I am and who I was back in the day. And
baby.
sometimes a hard lesson is hard to hear, so you will be labeled as a hater. Let me say something to you. If you move any man into your house after 2 weeks, he's a hobo sexual. Hobo sexual.
What the hell is a hobosexual?
A hobosexual is a bastard that is looking for a home. He is a bum. Now, grant you, there are some great men out there in between and in betwixt being great. And yes, they may need a pat on the back, but let me say something to you. Those men will make sure that you as a woman are taken care of. Now, I've heard her story. Like you, I didn't have time to waste to hear the whole thing because it sounded redundant and then ridiculous. Reason why it sounded that way, because you did not listen to your inner spirit, your inner soul, your discernment. You listen to nothing of that. Because how is an executive living in a efficiency? Now, I have been around VPs, all kind of people. When they have traveled from one state to another, the company moves them into their quarters, what the company owns, or they have bought properties in condominium areas, townhomes, and they may have an apartment, but it's an upscale. If you're a VP, you didn't hear what the man was saying? Am I crazy? But how you living in efficiency and you a VP? You're a very perfect person. You're a very pleasant person. What VP are you living in efficiency? That's where the disconnection for the whole story came from me. Like, you didn't pay attention to any of the red flags and they were hitting you in the face. And you went on ahead and you said, I'm going to mother this man. And before Risa Tisa or whatever the young lady's name is, I need you to get counseling. Why? Because you're going to redo this. You're going to repeat this because this is your modus operandi of dating. You find someone you can mother, tell what to do. There's something about you that's a nurturer. And on the television, as I saw your interviews, you looked defeated. Mm. You looked defeated. Now your story is out there, but is your story out there to help other women not to fall into the trap? Or is your story out there because you can make money off of it? I don't know what the story is. That ain't got nothing to do with me, however you want. But see, I would only put the story out there with a cautionary tale of don't try this at home.
Listen, like I said, I'm gonna be careful because I was labeled as a hater. But
I'm a hater then.
I've never been. What I'm sick of is I'm sick of us being strewn out across social media and TV and the universe as victims in order for us to get our come up. Why? Why do we have to be a victim to get a come up? Why is that? We can't get an Oscar unless we land on our back. Yeah, I said what I said.
That just baffles me.
I said what I said.
That baffles me. You know what I'm saying?
Halle Berry
played strong will.
I don't know who saw the movie Frankie that Halle Berry did. Baby, she did that movie. I just knew she was gonna get an Oscar for that. Nope. But she got an Oscar for
Monster.
What she had 12 lines and a sex scene. She got an Oscar. Why? When I tell you she played Frankie, baby, she literally had me in tears. And I don't cry over too many movies. She played that movie so good. I was like, damn, I had a new respect for her. I didn't pay her no mind in that movie, though, right?
But as soon as you got to see what it looked like naked, everybody, oh, that's art. Right. Please, that's some naked butt fucking. Don't do that. You ain't got to do that.
So why we always got to act the fool? Denzel Washington, he didn't play a million movies. Malcolm X is one of my favorite. Did he get an Oscar for that?
No. Nope.
He got Oscar for acting a fool in Training Day.
A gangster.
A gangster cop.
A gangster cop that was the dude in the jungle.
Yep.
Yep.
in the jungle.
Why is it us that always gotta act the fool to get an Oscar, but them other people whose race shall remain nameless, they shed 2 tears, and the Oscar goes to, huh?
But
What
we're
just
gonna get back. Yeah, we're gonna get back to Risa Tisa.
happened?
Or Risa Tisa, or baby.
I'm not sure what
Auntie
her name
does
is.
listen, Auntie doesn't know your name.
No
I'm sorry.
disrespect. That
No
They
disrespect.
say
But
REESA.
mhm,
Recitisa. I'm not sure.
reciprocity. What you did one night, sweet pea, and I'm saying this because Auntie loves you. Yes, I do. Your pain was so great that you decided to go on TikTok to share your story.
And it was pain. I won't knock her for
And
none of
and
that.
I get your pain. Been there,
Mm-hmm.
done that. Have I
Mm.
made stupid mistakes? Yes, I have. Have I given to a man that I shouldn't have? Yes, I have. Have I listened to his truth and not my own? Yes, I have. Have I allowed a man to steal my stuff and steal my heart and do? Yes, guilty. But what I'm going to say is what I'm going to say. And a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, she's a hater." Listen, let me say something to you. When your boy Charlemagne the God said, "Well, is she a big back?" Everybody was mad at him, and I said, "I see where he's coming from. I'm a big bag, baby. This is 225 pounds of pure love. Cook all day, cater, do whatever I need to do. But there's a difference. I'm all right with my big back. If you don't like it, go to hell. I'm all right with this. I got a 40 triple D bra on right now. Yes, I got a big
She
ass
ain't
back.
lying. She ain't lying.
No, yes, I got a big ass back. But there's a difference. There is confidence and then there's a show. I'm confident. I don't have to show. I don't have to let you know I got a 40 triple D on. You'll see it. I don't have to wear naked ass clothes. Never have, never did. You have to be confident in yourself as a woman. And you also have to look for the red signs. You also have to look for your own discernment. And this is what I want women to understand. Sometimes it's better to be alone than to have somebody that's half a man. Now, this child lost a whole child, and this man was 3 hours coming to get her. When I said, "Baby, I'm bleeding," and you didn't come, you don't have to bother to ever come back. I'm not
She
finna
did.
chase you. And I guarantee you, she paid all the bills in the house.
No, he paid the bills. She said. I don't, I'm just telling you what she said. I don't know. She said he paid all the bills.
So if he paid all the bills in the house, because I need the whole story to make sense to me. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's certain parts of this is not adding up. 2 and 2 plus 2 make 4.
All day, every day.
So if he paid all the bills in the house, are you financially ruined?
I stopped listening at the we get in the house, we not getting the house because he lied about the $5,000 earnest money he put in. I just couldn't. It was too
But so
much.
if he lied about the earnest money, then how's okay? So he didn't have the all the earnest money because he was paying all the bills in the house, but he's a VP.
No, he allegedly gave the earnest money to the realtor to put for the house that was in escrow, which really was never in escrow.
First of
It was
all, how
just
you
it was
gonna
too
give?
much.
Was he a first time that damn buyer? Because you gonna have to come to the table more than $5,000 with earnest money.
Well, allegedly, he had a letter that he showed to her that was from Chase saying he was approved for a $750,000 home, which allegedly that letter was not real. It was just when he lied in your face the first and the second time, that should have been the end. We got to stop ignoring the signs, thinking, okay, well,
But
maybe
you is okay. Help my ass the whole hell out. You mean to tell me this man went and got a letter from Chase, which was fake, but you didn't have the earnest money on a $750,000 home?
He said he turned the money into the bank for the home.
Mm,
But then the home was, she found out the home was sold and it wasn't to him and her. It was just, when I had to quit listening because it was too much going on. I was like, you know what? It was too many flags that you kept ignoring.
Okay, first of all, if you're over 30 and you know people who have bought homes, baby, you're not coming to the table for with $5,000 of earnest money. Let's make that clear. If you do, then that means you put so much money down. You don't have to do all of that. You're
Maybe
not.
I was wrong, it was 10,000.
I'm like, you're not doing business, so you got duped because you like a lie. You want somebody to lie to your ass. Am I wrong? I mean, let's do business here. This bro done pissed me the hell off.
I stopped. That's why I couldn't watch. I said, what you're saying to me is not making any sense.
You're not making any sense. And now you're on this tour, right? Not making sense to anybody. You want the what was me. I don't feel sorry for your ass.
What I did, the longer that she stays out there on tour, and like I already told you guys, I hadn't really watched too many of them to begin with, so I'm getting a lot of it from you guys. But even based off what you're saying, yeah, hey, she missed the red flags, whether it was because she just didn't want to acknowledge them because she wanted things to fail so that she could pick up the pieces, or she wanted to go, be able to use this as an example. I don't know about that part, but if she keeps going out there telling her story, no matter which way she tells it, eventually the truth is going to come out, because there's three sides to every story.
Yes,
and the
baby,
truth is going to come out and it's going to slap her in the face real hard.
I mean,
and that's what you don't want.
And let me tell you something, and a lawsuit could happen because did you get the permission from this man? Because see, this is the world of technology. I'm pretty sure if somebody wanted to know, there's an ex-boyfriend of mine with some cute pictures of me, probably butt ass naked somewhere, talking about some babe, have a nice day. So when you are in the World Wide Web, that dang things, the truth is going to come out. The truth can't help but to come out. And so now you're on this little tour of what was me, feel sorry for me. This feels like an episode of 2020. And well, he said he loved me and he lived in Africa and he needed money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Did you ever talk to him? No, but I emailed him once or twice.
Right. Here's the thing. Excuse me. I listen to her, and because I'm in law, I hear things differently than a lot of people.
Right.
I'm like, So I'm thinking, first of all, you lucky he didn't make you a next week's carne asada.
Yeah.
On a taco truck, because you was gonna be some good meat. I'm just saying,
juicy good meat.
You lucky that you lived through this. You're lucky that he didn't traffic you all up and down the Eastern Seaboard, all up in New York and Jersey and Ohio, all the other places. You're lucky. You lucky he didn't ship your tail off to another country and traffic you. You lucky. God covered you.
Didn't he? God covered you because
nothing about him. Nothing. Don't know his temper.
After 2 weeks,
2.5.
My goodness, because the first thing I'm thinking is, what if he's an abuser or alcoholic or a drug addict? Now you've got him in your home. And let me tell you something. Once you get someone in your home, 30 days, one letter.
Georgia, girl. Georgia.
Oh, Lord.
Baby. You know
you can't get that. Now, look at here. Now, Auntie knows how to get some people at your house.
Well, she didn't know you.
But after 30 days and let one piece of mail come with that address, he is. And guess what? She's very lucky that he didn't go down to the police department, get a TPO on her ass where she couldn't come in with 100 feet of her own house. And guess what? Still have to pay the mortgage and the bills.
Ma'am.
So legally, you're a dummy. You're a dummy, baby, and auntie loves you, but you don't do that,
You don't
honey.
do that. You don't put
You
yourself
need
in
to
jeopardy like
find
that.
out the laws of living in the state that you're in. When you move somebody out, see, it's all well and dandy in the movies and on videos when the girl goes, "You gotta go. I don't want you here no more."
Right. But that ain't real life, baby.
That ain't real life, and it's hard. It's baby, it's hard to get somebody out of a situation, especially when they are hobosexual. I said it because this is his mo.
I believe it
He,
really is his MO. I
I
would love
believe
to know
it's
the
his
women from his
mo.
past. She never, well, for the episodes I watched, she never said his name, but you know, our internet kids, they went and found who he was and then started showing pictures of the two of them. And I was like,
Well, yeah, that's because
that's
the
a whole
internet,
lawsuit, y'all.
they looking for receipts all the time. They looking for receipts. I don't care what you say on there. They
Yeah,
like, nope, I need the backup. I need it. I need to see it. Let
right.
me see how much of this can I actually verify, because they understand now that shoot, everything on here ain't true. Everything on here. So let me go find the backup. Let me go
He
find it.
said
I ain't never seen so many people do so much research.
he was in California, said he was being transferred to a condiment company in Georgia. Now listen, I didn't even attempt to go look, but other people on the internet did, and you know they gonna find out. Now whether it was true that he got transferred or not, I don't know. I'm just knowing what she said, and you know the internet sleuths went to go look
Mm.
and got all the information. So then he comes out. Wait till my side come out. My movie's coming out. Blah blah blah. And I was like,
Oh, and here we go. And see, now you have to think: are these two in cahoots to make money?
huh.
But I mean, it wouldn't be beside the point.
It wouldn't be something that hasn't happened before.
Listen, I'm gonna look to the left
Mhm.
and to the right. There's 6 degrees of separation. And let me tell you something, pillow talk is a beautiful thing because
Okay.
a lot of corporations started right. Hey, babe, hey, I got an
Mm-hmm.
idea. Yeah. You know, blah, 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 blah. Oh, you know what? Baby, that's a good idea.
Yep. Yep.
But wait, then y'all break up and want to sue. It was my idea. It was my idea. It was my idea. See?
Yeah, yeah,
See?
yeah, yeah. And this is the thing, you know, I was kind of pissed with Charlemagne when he said, "Oh, was she a big back?" And I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! That shouldn't have anything to do with it." Oh, it wouldn't happen to a fine woman. Yes, it does. It happens to fine women all the time.
It does happen to fine women. But fine women don't get on the internet and cry victim. I
And
think
see,
that's
you
what he was saying.
cannot look at here. Let me tell you something. You cannot stick your hand in this cookie jar of hell and damnation and not come up with some bullshit. Now you stuck your 2 weeks in. I don't like you
Two
enough
and a
for you to
half.
know
Give her
my
that half.
address.
Give her that
Hmm.
half. Give her that
Hmm.
half. 2.5 weeks.
Oh, okay. So so basically you want to say 14 days, not 14 business days. Come
Yes.
on.
Listen, if I do your relaxer today and you want color, I got to wait 14 whole days. You mean to tell me between a relaxer and a color, you love this man so much that you moved him in your sanctuary?
I'm
I
done.
don't like your ass enough to spend the night at your house after 14 days. I don't know what you about. Bruh, you could get in there. It could be a whole trap house. It could be anything, you
Listen,
know.
Leah
And I
will
want
tell y'all, I don't give my address. My family don't give my address 99% of them. Leah, am I lying?
Girl, the same with me. I done already told people, I was like, if I ain't known you for a minimum of 5 years, you don't know where I live. Like, you
Because
don't.
your house is your safe space. It's supposed to be. You should be
that's
able
your
to come to your home and
sanctuary.
not be worried when you walk out your door. So everybody does not need to know where you lay your head. And I
Girl,
tell
No.
people,
I live in
please
an
don't.
apartment complex. Somebody asked me, they were like, "Oh, guys, just come to your driveway." I said, "No, they don't come to me at
Period.
all,
It's
because
too much
it
going on nowadays. It's too
and for
much.
me, like me being a mom too, is like not only you're not gonna know where my safe place is, you're not gonna know where my child lays their head.
Period.
Thank you. Thank you.
Period.
Do you know how many people knock on my door?
Girl, I had to
Nobody.
move the other day. I
I
was scared
don't
out
have
of my mind.
I don't have visitors. Now, when people do come over, it's because it's an invite.
Yes.
Because I'm cooking dinner, I want you to taste a new recipe I've created or something. So family and friends
It's a
get
planned
invited
event.
in. But let me tell you something. Don't bring nobody new.
Huh.
I don't do
It,
fight parties. I don't do Super Bowls because I tell you in a minute, hey, baby, I'm not a new person. And it's not that I don't want to get to know anybody, but my home is my sanctuary. And whatever spirit you bring in, I don't have the necessary need to watch that spirit out of my house, which I
mm,
can do. I got some stuff for you. But
Mm.
I don't know who you are or what you do. Now, do I enter into people's houses all the time catering? Yes, I do.
But
But
that's
I
you
bring
entering their space, not them entering your
entering my
space.
right.
space, right? None of my people will ever come to my house and pick up anything. I will bring it to you because your house is your sanctuary.
Right.
And what she did was open herself up for failure. Anytime a man says, let, 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 let's go over what real men do.
Hmm.
Okay. A real man is not going to tell you, I'm about to move in with you. We about to move together, or you going to move over here. A real man doesn't want to sleep on the bed that the last man slept on. He will replace mattresses, right? If
Right.
a real man moves in with you, you've dated for a little while, and it makes financial sense for him to move with you instead of or we'll find another space or move in with me. Real men want to be the king of the castle. It is hard for a real man to be the king of your castle because he's going to hear, well, that's mine. And
Hmm.
a real man don't want to hear that. He will walk off and leave you. That's why he'll say, hey, baby, when we going to get let's look for a place. Because soon as he moves in and he gets comfortable in your space, he knows that 9 times out of 10, when you get mad, you're going to say, this my house. That's my couch. What'd you bring? Bop, bop, bop. Rolling of the neck. This mine.
Mm,
Mm.
That, this, you moved in with me.
Right.
Because women sometimes hit below the belt.
Sometimes you're right.
Sometimes they hit below the belt. And for you to have gone through how many years of marriage with this young man, and you never,
Didn't make it a year, ma'am.
well, how could you? You don't know each other. How could you? You didn't
You
know
want
each
to
other.
say they got married. I want something about March. It was done by June. Something crazy. She put him on his birthday. Something. I was just like,
Listen, let me tell you something. When you first meet, and this goes for any and everybody, when for men, for women, when you first meet somebody, you meet the representative. You meet
mm.
hello, thank you for calling Auntie Love's line. I'm the representative that'll help you today. I'm gonna tell you everything you need to hear
I'll tell you all the good
because I
parts.
want to be in right because I want to be in a relationship. You cook, yes. You super clean, mm-hmm. How you sleep quietly? You a damn lie. I got my CPAP machine right here. Look here. Damn, bitch,
Oh
I
my God.
snow. I don't snore. I don't snore. Bitch,
I
I
know.
snow. I snow. You saw my CPAP machine, right?
Done.
Okay.
Right now.
You know, so that
That must
first
be
in the
louder than the
night,
actual person.
right, girl,
Jesus.
girl. Now you start dating, right? You have that first night. The house is clean.
Mm, mm,
You're showered.
mm, mm, mm,
So
mm.
you've met that representative. Then you meet management.
No,
Here come
supervisor.
management. Here comes here comes the representative and then the supervisor. So you start peeling layers off of it. So now you meet the supervisor. And then you meet the manager. And then you meet the CFO and the treasurer. So you got to meet all these people. And then you meet the person that owns the real company. And that person may be a whole MFer. Now what you gonna do?
Period.
Now you're trapped in this house with this summer monkey who A, shit with the door open,
Oh
don't
my
wash
God.
dishes,
Ooh. Mm.
feet stink like Fritos.
Ooh.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, this is stuff you don't know in 2.5 weeks.
Yes.
There's no way in
Don't know
hell.
how they pay their bills. Don't know
You
how
don't
they
know if
keep
they're a
gas in
beater.
their car.
Let's just go with the beater. Let's stick with the beater part. You don't know if they're a beater.
You don't know if this fool, if you don't wash the dishes in a counterclockwise, will
Yeah.
knock the shit out of you.
Period. If you
Why
don't
you
fold
got
the sheets
crumbs
right.
on the stove? Bam!
Right. Mm.
You don't know if this fool has a secret drug habit. You don't know if he's a secret alcoholic because you've seen the representative. You've seen some of the supervisors. But in 2 weeks, you've only known the representative.
Period.
You ain't even got to the supervisor. So you did this all amongst all of this time. And when you got to the management, then you want out. No, this is what you asked for. Pray for. I guarantee she was on her knees. Lord, please bring me someone. Jesus, this is your humble servant, Lord. Please bring me someone. I want him to be 6'2", muscular. Oh, Father God, please help me, Lord Jesus. I am very lonely. I won't fornicate with him until after we are married. Thank you and amen. You will screw in 2.5 weeks. You that boy on the first night. He ate something and it wasn't pasta.
Look, he
Tell that
didn't move
lie
in
to
your house.
somebody
You
want to
didn't give
hear
him.
it.
I don't want to hear that. I know you gave him something to move in your house.
Baby, either he laid it on you or you laid it on him. Somebody got the layout, the Don Dada, the Big Willie, the Licky Sticky. Don't be stupid. Ain't nobody stupid. You let your sexual preference outweigh your good damn mind.
Mm.
Hmm.
I said that, didn't I?
You said that, baby.
And now here you all on TikTok. Oh, you big damn dummy. What you expect?
Yeah.
In 2 weeks, you let this man move in. You can't tell me you didn't screw him on the first date, and I guarantee you paid for the first date. Don't tell me you didn't. You know how I know? Because I was a dummy like that once before. See, I don't just talk about people. I tell my truth.
Mm.
I tell my truth. I'm paying for a loan right now, a personal loan right now, because me and my new boo gonna start us a business. That boy stole my goddamn money. I ain't seen that short, shot off bastard yet.
Mm.
Look, you shaped like a damn thumb. And oh, I'm in love with him. Bitch, you for real? You for real? You for real? I got a whole Mercedes-Benz truck out there that I didn't want. Had a fly-ass Camaro. I'm going to start a transportation business. I'm going to get this loan. We're going to start this business. I'm going to pay off some bills. That motherfucker took that damn money and ran for the hills. And then tried to take the damn Benz with him. Okay, I was stupid, but I'm not, never gullible. So when I saw what you weren't going to do, I said, now, Sweet Pea, we can do this one way or the other. Now I can call the police and get my truck back, or I'm gonna call them things and get my truck back. It's up to you on what we're gonna do. It's up in the air. So when I say what I say, Ressa Tessa, I'm saying it from a position of a woman who got conned. And you know what I did? I told my therapist, because there's something innately in me that finds men that need help. And I don't want, listen, I am down for being down for you. But baby, don't come to me with no homosexual shit. Don't, and I didn't say homo, I said hobo. So don't get on the air talking about, oh, she's at, no, I'm not. I said hobo. 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 You have to, don't nobody have my back. I need somebody to love me for me. All that is bullshit. Because if you love yourself for you, you don't need nobody else's help. Don't nobody believe in me. Because you're not doing anything to be believed in. Straighten up your back. Get yourself a job. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. If we allow this young lady to go about with this goddamn story of woe is me, we're going to have a bunch of woe is me ass women that come behind us. Now, I come from the era of women who marched for women's rights, had husbands, forged careers, had children. They were broads. Straight broads. Nicole, you come from abroad.
Baby. That's why when they was telling me I hated it, I said, oh, baby, I'm far from that. But I am halfway between nuck if you buck and praise what I do. Be careful how you approach me.
When you do, try Jesus. Try Jesus.
Don't try me. Try Jesus.
Try Jesus. Don't try me. Because I'm going to tell you your truth.
Because it's easier to throw daggers at somebody than to say, you know what? You might be right. Maybe she shouldn't have did X, Y, and Z. You just mad at her come up. Oh, I'm glad she came up. But why do we always have to come up on our backs?
How is she coming up? How is this a come up?
Because she's represented by CAA now.
Who gives a damn? They're going to milk her dumb ass for every dime they can make out of her. And she is going to be that 10 minutes of fame and then left to the wolves. And your story still is not going to help not one damn woman. Because I saw you on the interview. You look as ashamed as you could. You didn't say, I saw your interview, boo-boo. We turned it off. Why? I am a hairdresser full of women. We took that and turned it off. She ain't saying nothing. Listen, women, if you feel that you're loving the wrong person, get some counseling. And listen, get an old sister in your church. If you ever want to hear the church, you get one of them old mamas wearing one of them white hats with a pocketbook with the full of that damn peppermints and a 22. She gonna tell you the truth about what men are supposed to do.
Baby. No, they want us to keep
what a man looks like. I know what a man looks like. I came from a beautiful man. My parents have been married for 56 years.
Just had an anniversary. Sure did.
My father is still the man of that house. My mother fixes his plate because he deserves his plate fixed. I come from old-fashioned raising. Old-fashioned. From the grandparents to the aunts and the uncles. Death did everybody in my family darn near apart. And yes, it is a little bit different, but it doesn't need to be. Women need to get, hey, remember your feminine side. You can't be the dude and the female in the relationship.
You got to choose one, honey. Got to choose one.
You can't tell this man, oh yeah, in 2 weeks, I got you, move in. That makes you the dude in the relationship, boo-boo.
Well, she said that they didn't want to quarantine alone. So she thought, he should
Fuck you. I said, fuck you. Fuck you. Bleep me out. Give a fuck about, I don't know you. Shit, you might have had the package. You can't quarantine AIDS.
Or herpes.
Herpes is a gift or that herpes. Keeps on bubbling.
Baby. Hallelujah.
What is you talking about? We didn't want to
What?
quarantine by ourselves. Don't nobody write love stories like that. That's a once in a lifetime meeting, honey. Girl, I know you need to stop the damn line. We didn't want to quarantine. Look, that's even more reason for you not to be with this human being because your only reason was you didn't want to be lonely. You wanted dick on the go. What happened to these?
Listen, you know I'm a distributor. I don't need a Negro for none of that. That's the last thing I need you for.
So what you wanted, say your truth then. Say something. You wanted to have sex during quarantine. And now you done got yourself in a situation that you want to TikTok about it for being, as the old folks would say, just silly as hell. That was just silly.
That's the nicest way to say it for them.
Say it again, Leah.
I said that was the nicest way for them to say it too. You just silly as hell.
Right. You just oh baby, you did that? Jesus.
That's right up there with if you like it, I love it.
Right. Baby, if that's what you want to do, baby, mama gonna pray for you now. Auntie gonna pray for you.
Right. Mama's gonna pray for you. You go ahead. I keep trying to tell folks. I tell my own child. So this is what we doing now? Okay, well, make sure that you look, whatever repercussions come behind it, you're ready for, because it does not affect me. Then she said how she didn't want her parents to know, because she was shacking up, but she was raised in the church. I just was listening. I can't listen to this because everything you said is a contradiction to you already knew you was wrong for doing it.
Listen, let me tell you something. A grown woman is never afraid to tell anybody her truth.
Say it for those in the back, because I don't give two damn. Can't nobody judge me but God. And if the only thing I'm doing at this day in my life in 2024 is cursing, God is well pleased. Because baby, there's a few dudes around her to tell you I woke up and she was gone. I'm just saying.
You need a peppermint out of my purse. Because that's one of them. Leah, you could say this also. Come on now. I'm grown. I do what I do at my address. If you don't like what I do at my address, don't come to my address. But when you have to hide something, you already know. You didn't hide him because it was a shack up. You hid him because the first thing your parents is going to say is, we ain't never heard of him. Who was this? Who that man be?
Where you meet him at?
Where you meet him at? Well, how you know him? Where you meet him? Where is people from? Where he come from? Where he live?
Ask a whole lot of questions you didn't know the answers to.
Didn't know the answers to because you didn't know where.
What religion is he?
Yeah. You couldn't even probably come up with the basic answer. What's your favorite color? When's your birthday?
Leah, I'm about to slap the whole shit out of you.
Boom. There was bare minimum questions.
What's his birthday? What sign is he? Have you seen his real ID?
Well, wait.
Does he have a passport?
Wait, are y'all ready for this one though? And we in Georgia. So my thought is, are you married, gay, bisexual? Let me know so I can decide.
But didn't you say he came from California? I mean, those questions still go. Those questions we know those questions still run strong in California, but
you don't know if the man, his female
who he running
best
from,
friend from his
does he have kids?
I mean, all the questions that you need to find out over coffee.
Period.
Right.
And tea. Let me meet you in public.
Well, auntie, there you go right there. How do you like your coffee? Do you like coffee? Do you prefer tea? You don't know none of that.
Do you eat pork?
Would you like an STD? Let's go there. Let's ask them. You know the shit I be asking. So, you ever been
hell, I need to know if you eat onions. STD? You ain't even found out. You don't know the gist of the man.
onions make me swell up. I don't eat them well. They got to be cooked just right, or I'm gonna have a rash.
Thank you.
Like, I'm gonna have
See,
an allergic reaction.
so damn, when's the last time you've been tested? What's your blood
Yeah.
type? There's certain questions that you can ask, and the more you talk, okay, so this is the thing. People will tell their truth if you just ask certain questions
And you
and
just listen.
allow them
You
to talk and
talk.
listen. Shut up and listen.
That part. You got to do
Leah.
that first part. You got to do that first part. Shut up.
Hmm.
Because I've learned the more quiet you are, the quieter you are, the more people talk. So
And the more they talk, they tell themselves.
ask one question, just be like, and just that's all you have, and let them just keep it going.
Yeah.
Because
And
they feel,
smile.
especially if they guilty of something, because they just feel like they need to. Oh, she must know something, so let me say something else.
Yep.
Let me try to fill that void, and they try to fill that silent void, and end up shooting themselves in the foot while they doing it. And all you doing is sitting there listening. You ain't asked a damn thing.
Not a question.
Now, mind you, I just did a little Google search for Georgia. Your chlamydia rate has pretty much stayed the same 2022.
Oh, but something's off the chain.
Look, your gonorrhea went down in 2022, but your syphilis on the
Off
rise.
the chain.
And that's your congenital syphilis off the hook, almost off the
And
chain.
AIDS piggybacks on to STDs.
Yes, they do.
Let me tell you something. I am 54 and had a hysterectomy. I'll be that damn if I let somebody jig up in my damn, and I still got my ovaries, so it's still moist and wet. But let me tell you something. You know how my lip, watch your mouth, Diddy. You know how that damn bad I would be. Somebody gave me. I didn't do my research, and here I come with a bubbly vagina.
Ooh, I might have to bail you out. I might have to come bail you out, girl.
No, you ain't gonna have no bail.
Uh,
The judge is not gonna give me
you
bail.
gonna be a no head bail hole? Yep.
Ain't no bill.
Ain't no bail.
They don't
Look
even
at
want
you.
the house. I can
It don't
only
make no
talk to you,
sense.
honey. Send cigarettes and chocolate because I'm gonna be like guilty. I'm not gonna even waste the taxpayers'
Oh, that's
time.
no, that's so.
But that's because you have to do your research. You got to go in the bathroom and look it. I got to, my stomach. Let me go to the bathroom and look in the damn medicine cabinet.
Yes. Yes.
Listen,
Or better yet, you know what we're gonna go do? We're gonna go on a date to the 24-hour STD mobile van. Holla if you hear me.
now if you have a problem with that, then
It's
you need
okay.
to tell your truth.
It's okay. That's fine. You're gonna
We're
either
not
tell me
having
the
sex.
truth, but we never gonna smash because I'm scary.
Listen, I have come this far in my life. Now is not the time because I got arthritis in my right knee, just a little bit. It hurt a little bit, right? Hurt a little bit. Okay.
You
And,
silly.
I'm a hairstylist. So every once in a while, my shoulder get to, ay, ay, ay. My vagina better never, ay, ay, ay.
You's an idiot.
Listen, I am the fool that take, what is this, doc? It's a hair bump. Oh Lord.
Right. We will run to the doctor in a minute, like, oh, wait. Okay, just check. I just,
Well,
My
yeah, I missed
doctor
that
look at
one.
me like, oh Lord, what do you want now?
Right.
Listen, listen.
Listen.
You have to protect your life
And now listen, it
and
takes
not
10
love your
years
flesh.
that you might get, that HIV might materialize. Bitch, I can't even think back 10 years ago. I'm so old. Okay. So anytime, because I'm going through menopause or perimenopause,
Mhm.
whatever they want to call it, if it even act like this, I'm running to the doctor. Just check. She was like, there's nothing wrong with the honey pot. The honey pot is fine. Don't come no more.
Let me tell you
You
something.
have sex is weird. Never mind. My bad. I'm just, I'm scary. I'm scary.
Listen, love your life better than your flesh.
Huh.
Your flesh will get you in situations
Baby.
such as Risatessa because this all started out behind Dick.
I feel like, maybe it was a self-esteem issue.
Mm.
that made her not want to quarantine by herself with this random piece of trade that she met for 2.5 weeks. Okay, I get it. Maybe she felt like if she didn't quarantine with him when they were shutting down, that he was going to start courting somebody else if she quarantined by herself. We've all been lonely. We've all been like, God, I want this, or God, I want that, and blase, blase. But you have got to learn to put you first.
Even if she didn't want to, even okay, and I get what you're saying on that, but this is the deal on this. If he was going to start to date someone else, then that's his character. And so then you would learn his character. Like I said,
Immediately.
this all started behind Dick. Lee, am I lying?
Mm-mm. Absolutely.
This all started behind flesh, and you have to get your flesh in order
Yeah.
because your flesh will make decisions for you that your mind and heart are like, well, hold it. Well, don't take us with you. Now, if it was just you wanted to make sure that you had sex, there was other ways to go about that, right? But now you're in this and you can't get out. And so the representative that was over the phone was sounding very good, but the CEO wasn't worth a damn. And maybe he is worth a damn, but you're not his type. And he wanted to quarantine. You're not his sweet IDB. You're not what he likes.
Damn.
But guess what? If it's free and I can lay my head down, I'm
Free is for
going.
me. Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
So
I didn't think about that. Wait a minute.
Hey.
You got a word right there, baby.
hey, you weren't his type, and that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
But what you cannot be is sorry for yourself. I am not everybody's cup of tea. And I'm all right with that. There's some men I'll be like, "Ah, damn, he's fine." But guess what? I might not be his type.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay with that. You may not have been old boy's type, but you was free and you was screwing and you was sucking and you were doing everything I wanted you to do. So I'm gonna pat your head and pretend. But when I really get to my type, I'm gonna show her what life is about.
Hmm.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yep.
And now you're a woman scorned and you're gonna write a story. Well, you wrote the narrative of the story wrong. You should have said, this is what you don't do. This happened to me because I didn't pay attention to the red flags. I went fully into something with not an open mind, but a closed mind and a willing flesh.
Wow.
You let your vagina take you on a trip of bullshit.
And I mean, it was some bullshit. Just on the 1 through 9 episodes, I said I can't, cause I said at one point in one of the videos I did, I said, where was her mama, her sister? Hell, what was her crazy ass cousin? Nobody.
Not a friend, not no one.
Because she didn't tell nobody. She didn't tell nobody because she already knew what everybody was gonna say. So I'm not ready to have that conversation. So I'm just
She
not
wasn't
gonna say
ready for
anything.
the true judgment.
Yeah. It's kind of like when you know what somebody's going to say. So you're like, okay, this is how I'm feeling. I need somebody who's going to agree with me. You know who to call when you want them to agree with you or when you don't want. You know who's going to call, who you can call to back up your feelings. She knew wasn't going to be nobody there to back up her feelings. Because
Nobody.
she knew deep down what she was doing.
When Leah calls me, she said, okay, I know you're going to cuss me out, but I'm going to say it anyway because you go so cuss. That's how she leads up the conversation.
Because sometimes I need to hear it. Even like, I don't want to hear it. But I know she's going to be the one to tell me because sometimes you need to hear it.
But that's called being grown. See, everybody say they're grown, but they're not really grown.
You got to hear the no's and the yeses. I would rather hear the no and the bitches, you crazy. What are you doing? Let's think about this. Let's dive into this. Why are you coming from this place and not from that place?
Right.
Because I guarantee you, if she had listened to him without the flesh talking, she'd have heard no.
Right. Yeah. And then when you're telling us that he lied or I knew this wasn't, and I just something just to seem right, God was giving you the signs.
Flashes. But see, you know what? When the flesh is speaking, you can't hear from God. Let me say this.
Ooh, you're right about that, baby.
God,
Mm.
the universe, I don't care what you call the Alpha and the Omega. Your first mind, everybody understand me when I tell you this, because Auntie loves you and I'm going to tell you the truth. Your first mind is where your angels are. See, God gives you a legion of 100,000 angels. Where do you think they are? They're in the front lobal part of your mind. And that's that should I or shouldn't I?
Mm.
Do I go, don't I go? When you hear, don't go down that street, go down that street.
And you go down the street anyway.
And then you find out your second mind took over your first mind and there was a war. But even then, God gives you grace and mercy. Okay? She didn't go with her first mind. Always go with your first mind.
And it's
You
hard. We're not saying it's easy. We're
it's
not saying
not.
that. It's not easy.
It's not. Let me
I
tell you
got
something.
somebody right now that I want to call so bad I can throw up. But I'm not gonna call it.
Girl, let me tell you something. It is a point in my life where I would rather I am building right now. And if you can't be a part of the build, then you're part of the tear down. Leah, am I lying?
Not at all.
If you're not a part of the build, then you're part of the tear down. And I will not allow you to tear down the gift that God gave me.
Period.
And so isolation happens. There's nothing wrong with isolation. You grow in isolation. You grow in silence. You grow by yourself. You cannot take everybody with you, and nobody's always going to be along for the ride. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that you build a great relationship with someone is to into me you see and not screw me.
Mm.
Let me meet you intimately, your mind, your thoughts, how you feel, what your motto in life, what your goals are in life. What do you see for your future? None of those questions could have been asked because the flesh said, the flesh asked the questions. Do you like to lick nipples? Do you believe in cunnilingus? Do you believe in sodomy? Speak to my flesh. Stop letting people speak to your flesh and listen to somebody's mind.
I be telling people intimacy is so important. Baby.
People think intimacy is about a physical touch.
Mhm.
Into me you see is where two minds meet. That is the most intimate thing that you could ever do.
It's the sexiest thing.
Oh my God.
A man that knows how to speak to you, baby.
Ooh, you.
Hey, listen.
Honey, you
You
want a
see-
sandwich?
Look,
Mhm.
you speak to me right now. You've talked to my flesh and my mind. Like you've
Baby.
Thank you.
spoken to everything about me in just one
Right.
little bitty conversation. One word.
Period.
Right. Right.
Period.
And I would rather you speak to my mind than to my flesh. I'm a Scorpio. I got the flesh thing down pat.
Baby, my flesh is fine. I need you to be, because if you can't stroke this right here, nothing else works.
The rest of it don't matter. It's not even gonna turn on.
You can be as fine as you want to be. You open your mouth, and I'm like, damn.
Damn.
Talk.
He a big ass
God.
dummy. But see, she allowed the flesh to speak instead of the mind. And then when the meeting of the minds came, that's why she kept him a secret, because she knew that he could never keep company with the minds that raised her or the friends that she has. Because I would be pissed if I was him. Well, why are you hiding me? I'm paying all the bills. I love you. And so that probably turned him into the person that he was. So you got to take responsibility for the shit that you do. And the shit that she did was she hid him, number one. That would hurt anybody's feelings. Yeah, I'm finna do your ass wrong. I'm finna do your ass real wrong. You hide me and I live here? Why haven't I met your mom and dad?
Clearly, you don't care about me.
Thank you. MTV has a whole goddamn series of Why Are You Hiding Me? And the number one thing is hurt and pain. So yeah, she got the reaction that she was gonna get because she hit him. He might have been a good dude. Now you're saying, well, he's this and he's that. Well, he don't give a damn about you. You hit him. You spoke to his flesh. You didn't speak to his mind. And let me tell you something. Men will tell you in a minute. Pussy pink all day, every day. I can get it. It don't matter. But I want somebody to stroke my ego and my mind. Kevin Gates said it the best.
Baby. Women don't be listening to these men. Y'all know I got all brothers. I learned the game from some of the coldest. From some of the
Hardest men.
Hardest men. When I tell
I had a homeboy said, and my great grandmama said it too. Baby, when you're parted, it's all pink. Every color woman is pink. She said pink. It's pink.
It's like,
but what color is your mind? I want to see what
you have to give them besides honey. What?
I want to see what color your mind is. I want to see your purples and your blues, your blacks and your reds, your oranges. I want to see your pastels and your hard edged neons. I want to see if you have glitter or lame in there. I want to see what your mind paints on the walls of my brain, not the walls of my vagina.
Period.
What color would
Ice got a podcast, and he has a Facebook, and not Facebook, Instagram stuff, and I be listening, and he says certain. I'm like, oh, I remember you taught me that way back in the day. He's still teaching if you listen.
Yeah.
If you listen. He taught me. I was fortunate enough to have those lessons when I was younger.
Right.
Y'all can get it now too, but I grew up with it knowing. And he was like, that's some bullshit. No. Real niggas don't do this. And he tells
exactly.
You, he's teaching you the game. All you gotta do is listen.
If you listen closely, a man will tell you where you stand in his life, who you are in his life, and what he expects out of you in his life. But you too busy trying to fuck him into love, feed him into happiness,
that ain't
stroking an ego into I'm your cheerleader. And when he turns around and does you in, you mad at him. But who you really supposed to be mad at? Yourself. Because you didn't listen to what that man was saying. And he probably did her the way he did her. You hit him. You did not listen to him. And you probably said mine all the time. I don't know what happened in your relationship, but certain men will get back at you for shit like that. Leah, am I lying?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I'm curious to hear his side, because it's her side, his side, and then there's a truth.
Amen. I say it all the time, don't I? Say there's 3 sides to every story.
Yep, you do.
And now you on the bandwagon of so feel sorry for me. Now you've got this contract. Your contract don't impress me. This story doesn't impress me. This story sounds like if you don't get to a psychologist immediately and deal with the issues at hand that you have, you're going to be found in better shape than you were when you first broke up with this man. Because let me tell you something about Hollywood, baby. You got to be a strong bitch to be in that motherfucker.
Baby.
You can't be a wimp, boo-boo. You can't be a wimp.
They'll chew you up and spit you out and won't think twice.
Listen, my girl knows I did stand-up comedy. I left the game. Why? Because I wasn't sucking no dick to get on stage. I wasn't doing threesomes to get on stage. My homeboys, who were my brothers, If they couldn't come to the show, I couldn't perform. So I got out the game because they already knew what was up. So you want to think that you've gotten this signage. Let me tell you something. You better look at every housewife. Bethany Frankel is the richest one out of them all. Then there's Candy. And then there's some other ones that are rich. But let me tell you something. They soon fall off once that camera stops shooting.
Baby.
Now they've made their money. They've made their money. And they've got their money. And I'm proud of them. But let me tell you something. You become less than a household name once Hollywood is through with you.
Look at Kim Zolak, whatever her name is.
Zolciak.
Yeah,
she got to go back to make some money.
Period.
She holding the peach again. Why? She holding the peach again. She needs that money. She needs that money.
Didn't nobody know you beforehand?
And don't know, and they ain't gonna know you after.
You got to be careful with this industry. You have to, people. Y'all know I did not create none of this to be famous. Y'all know that. I like to fly under the radar. I'm that girl that stays behind the curtains and make things happen like this. Y'all know that's how I get down. I like that. I like to make shit happen behind the scenes. I ended up coming up because, for those of you who don't know, go watch some of the other podcasts. But I don't like to be in front of the camera. Y'all know I hate it. I hate it with a passion. But if I'm going to save a life, I have to be authentic and true to someone to understand what I'm saying. I'm not just saying because I got nothing better to do. I'm saying because I've lived it. I'm saying it because I did it. I'm saying that you can make it too if you just don't give up. Hollywood is a horse of another kind of kettle of fish. Now, if you're young trying to get in the business, it's rough out here. See, I'm older. I'm not going to kiss no ass and do nothing else for no part in no everybody movie. I'll make my own movie beforehand. I don't need the money that bad. I got my own money. I don't need anybody to give me any. Now, if you want to donate something, go right ahead. I do have a nonprofit. Go ahead. I don't mind. But I'm not doing it for a role, for some clout. I don't do any of this for that. I wish back in the day when I was struggling, before I attempted suicide and did all that shit, somebody would come on the podcast and tell me, don't give up. It's going to get better. I'm here for you. But there was nobody doing that.
I
was all alone.
Let me tell you something. On this podcast tonight are two very strong women because we are suicide survivors.
Yes.
And when you survive trying to take your own life, then you realize there's no such thing as a give up or the give in.
Period.
And so why this is being done is to shore up backbones who are wobbly. Okay. Mm-hmm. And to find the truth in what stories lead up to. Russa Tessa, listen, your story is your story. I can't deny your story, but in your story, you need to get some counseling because you choose men that need help. You choose men that want to do you in, and you need to find out what about your personality brings those men to you. Because you give off that aura. It has nothing to do with a wide back, a big back. Honey, there are some women who are well off and they are 225. It would be thin for them. And they are beautiful.
Yeah,
absolutely beautiful, absolutely wonderful women. But they have something innately in them that doesn't allow a man to do what they do. Now, guess what? Some of this is your fault. Some of this is your fault, and you need to find out and dig through the bullshit to find out what's your fault. Because if not, you're going to repeat this.
Same mistakes, baby.
The same mistakes. Write the book if you want to. But I would love to hear Auntie Iyanla talk to her. I would love for Auntie Iyanla to talk to her. I would like for Uncle Dr. Phil to talk to her.
I remember when I went to counseling and he told me that because I'm always trying to help somebody. I'm always trying to fix somebody, protect somebody. Something happened to you, I'm on my way. That's just what I do. But it took the doctor to tell me why I did what I did.
Right.
And I got it now. So I'm cognizant when I'm
Of
doing what I'm
what
doing.
and where I'm running.
Absolutely.
And she's not cognizant of
She
what
has to give,
and
she has
where
to go to
she's
counseling.
running.
Yep.
Because now what you have done with this beautiful contract is added insult to injury, because you're going to get 10 minutes and a big check that's going to cause your tax bracket to go up, to pay
Baby.
more taxes out of it, and then nobody will know your name. Now,
And
if you
hopefully
want to
they
take
give you
the
a publicist, and they
mm,
give you an accountant, and they
mm,
give you a mentor, and
mm,
all the other things that go along with things in Hollywood, like we do those in the NBA.
right,
How to
but you know
manage your
that's not going to
money.
happen.
No, it's not. Mhm.
And see, if you had a um a team of people, which you already had, this story, if you had to listen to your team, wouldn't be the story that you tell now.
Mm.
So you're not going to listen to anybody. You need you, baby. Please reach out to somebody and get you some help, because I guarantee you, you're going to eat yourself into more misery. Been there, done that. You're
Mm.
gonna you're gonna date in more misery. Been
Been
there,
there,
done
done
that.
that.
You are going to live your life under shroud. Been there, done that. And now you've made it public. So now everybody's public opinion, like mine and hers, now way over you, because some people are gonna call you, oh, that's that stupid bit. Uh, you could be eating at a beautiful restaurant. Oh, isn't that girl that was on? Oh my God, she's so
She's all over
stupid.
TikTok crying about what he did to her.
Oh my
And
God, she's just an ass. Like, she should lose weight. She would be like so cute if she like lost weight. Maybe she'd get a better boyfriend. I don't give a damn how fine you are. If you're screwed up in the head, baby, you're not gonna get nobody but the same people that you date. And
that's it.
I guarantee you, this is the type of man that you've always dated,
Mm.
because you don't look confident even in your interviews. And somebody who's looking to do you in, see, I had that same look. That's why I know the look.
Mm, 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 mm.
I'm on camera without a stitch of makeup on. I wish somebody would say something. Yeah,
Baby.
I,
I ain't even got no lips on. So I mean, and y'all know I got lips every day, all day. But baby, listen, because when you being authentic,
when you're your
that's how you come.
authentic, hey, listen, let me tell you something. You know, I used to get approached by men all the time, and I thought, ooh, I'm getting approached. I still got it. You know, men don't approach me anymore. You know why? Because I don't carry that come to me,
Mm,
right? Just because a man approaches you doesn't mean he's the right man to approach you.
absolutely.
I don't have that desperation, and it's an aura you give out. It's your spiritual aura that you give out. It's your universe that you give out. That you, why do people always do me? Because, baby, you a book, an open book. You talk too much, you tell too much of your story, and you lead with your flesh and not with your mind. Rest of Tessa, you got your heart broken because you wanted dick during quarantine. Go on and tell the truth and shame the damn devil. Because a lie don't care who tell it, it just wants to be heard. You got done because you wanted dick during quarantine. And it was a snowball effect of bullshit, hurt feelings, loneliness, stubbornness, all the nisses that go against the will. You wanted this, you got exactly what you wanted. And then once you got it, it was not what you wanted because it all turned out wrong. And now you want to do a TikTok. Well, you got your 15 minutes of fame. Hope you can deal with it, because fame ain't easy.
It really ain't.
And you're going to get a lot more people on the negative side than the positive side to
And
rub
it's
your
not
back.
just affecting you, it will affect your whole family.
In generations. If you don't break that generational curse off of you, let me tell you something. You got to realize when it's your shit and this is your doo doo. So you got to either shovel it and compost it and make a beautiful garden out of it, or it's just gonna stink for no reason.
Mm.
Oh, she said that, Auntie, and I love you.
Auntie.
Auntie
Auntie.
loves you. The auntie that loves you. Listen, call a thing a thing.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Auntie
not to cut you
Ayala.
off. We don't do that no more. We don't call a thing a thing. We don't tell the truth and shame the devil. We're too busy trying to walk around like if you pee on cotton, it's gonna disintegrate. Buck up and tell the truth. Buck up and say
Life
what you
ain't
gotta
cotton.
say.
Your life ain't cotton candy. You ain't brown sugar. You ain't sugar. You ain't gonna melt when it rains. Grow when it rains. Shit gets shoveled on you. All right. Find some seeds and plant something. Life ain't easy. Ain't nobody gonna pat you on the back for everything, give you an award, tell you're doing great. You lost this one, Ressa Tessa. You lost. You lost because you started the battle in the wrong area. You started it in the flesh.
Hmm.
Go on and tell that truth. And he did this and he did that. Bitch, you got done because you wanted dick for quarantine. I did too. But I didn't get none because I was scared it had COVID.
Hmm.
And on that note,
We gonna end this live. Thank
everybody, Auntie loves you. I say what I say because I love you and I want you to be better than what you've been before. Hmm.
Thank you for coming on, Auntie. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on. It's a King thing. Here's some rays from Ray. Woo. I love you guys. Make sure you like and share. And here again, these are just our opinions. You don't have to like them, but it's my podcast and I can say what I want to. That's called freedom of speech. Feel free to not listen. It's okay with me. It is all right with my spirit.